I wanted to show one thing, like this can be a useful thing. Um, like whenever you are training any sort of CNN or any of the other architecture, wherein you need to see basically or rather visualize, right? I mean how well your model is learning, and if you want to see visually, so I had some of the problem statement wherein I had to visualize the embeddings. So there were multiple models out there, but I wanted to see like from the weights itself, right, or basically from the logics itself, if we can visualize the samples. I wanted to see that. So I had MNIST dataset with me, and this was basically my model, wherein which was of 3 convolutional layers, and post it I had attached an ANN, and at last basically we have digits from 0 to 9, right? So we have 10 different classes, and as part of my output, right, I'm using linear activation itself basically, so there is no activation function in the last layer, so it would give the logics itself. And I had compiled it with sparse categorical cross entropy loss with logics equals to true, hence it was able to train properly. I created a custom class, right, and at end of every epoch, basically it is not exactly embeddings, but basically the last layer, the logics, right, it would have some relevant information, right? That's where basically it would give me the 10 of the values, so that I am considering it as embeddings of my that specific digit as a part of input, and that I'm taking it and probably manually converting it into type separated space, um, type separated line for each of the representation, and saving it into basically vector.tsv file for that specific epoch, and similarly I'm taking the metadata for it and saving it. So this will happen at end of every epoch, right? And that is what I am saving it here. Probably once that is done, right, yeah, I mean while compiling you need to provide as part of your callbacks, that is one part. And for my tasting, right, I mean I have simply provided my taste data set over here. Fine. Yeah, once that is done, right, I mean once you start your training, probably I mean once your epochs are probably going on, at end of every epoch the specific logics will be calculated and it will be saved here. um, right, once that part is done, then I mean you need not to basically I referred the guide of the tensor board itself, but that provides a bit of the complex representation, like the steps which you need to do in order to save everything as a part of checkpoint and all of that, but I have a easier way to do that. Just to get, I mean just to give you what the representation, I mean how does it suggest, right? So here it says that you have to first create a checkpoint, and post that checkpoint you can yeah, so you have to create a checkpoint and post it. You can initialize your projector configuration, and then you can directly use your embeddings from the from itself. But for our case, right, it was custom thing. So I'll just basically give you a brief insight about it, like how it works. So once you initialize your projector config, right, so once you initialize your projector config, you execute this specific line, so this will add the embeddings. And this will add the embeddings means basically it creates a kind of projector config file over here, and basically it adds a dictionary for the embeddings. And in that specific thing, right, I mean whatever you specify over here, basically your tensor name as so and so, and basically you give the path of your tensor path. So basically tensor path is nothing but your vectors which you saved, so vectors are nothing but your embeddings. And the metadata will have your labels associated with that specific embedding. So basically this one of my embedding, right, this is for basically representation of 7, so something like that, right? So that is how I have as of now done. I know that this is not called as exact embedding, but I simply wanted to basically see, I mean what that specific logic means, and basically are that specific logics understanding, I mean basically learning or not. That is what I wanted to check. So this is the exercise where it could be helpful, and any of the custom use case also, if you want to build tomorrow, right, that will be useful to you as well. That's it. So yeah, once you are ready with this thing, right, and you are ready with your projected config file, you get started. I mean, you basically run this tensorboard command in order, I mean, give the proper logs directory, and post that if you'll go to your tensorboard, right, you can easily visualize your all of the weights. Yeah, you can always basically color map it with the labels out there, and yeah, I mean, this way you can basically visualize it. But I have a better I mean, I do like better to visualize it from the specific thing itself. So let's say one all of the ones, if you want to see, right, this is how it are represented when the epoch was 0, right? These are 0 underscore vectors, so this is epoch 0. All of the 4s, if you want to see, those are clustered in the specific part. All of the 5s, if you want to see, those are clustered in the specific path. So yeah, for every epoch you can visualize it. You can, I mean, tensorboard provides a quick representation. It performs the PCA, and you are able to visualize it this way. It also has advanced algorithm like TSNE, so that is also what you can try out. So now let's say the phi cluster is like this, right? And after epoch 1, right, what is the representation of phi? If I want to see, if you can see that it is more I mean, it is bit more closer, right? Hence I could probably get some insight that yeah, it is learning properly. So yeah, I mean, that was it for this video. Just wanted to share this learning because I did not find any of the documentation or some kind of custom article for seeing like how we can do it. So I thought to make a video, and it could be helpful to probably people like me who want to see this kind of things. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can do this with the text vectors as well. um, um, Basically the word vector embeddings as well. So yeah, possibilities are endless. Let me know if you want to if you have any other doubts. Like, I am also a beginner as of now, but I will be happy to probably help take up as challenge and try to learn something if you have anything. So yeah, that is it for now. Thank you guys, bye.